His mom says that when Scott Ames Jr. was a little boy, he wanted to be an airplane. So it came as no surprise when the 24-year-old Indiana native grew up to be a pilot, an officer, and a first assignment instructor pilot at Columbus Air Force Base. Ginger Ames joins her daughter-in-law Audra to talk about the determined child who became an accomplished man.
His freshman year of high school, he got scholarshiped to go to a flight camp in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Scott growing up was my chicken kid. He would not, he didn't like rides, he didn't like roller coasters. You couldn't get him on a roller coaster to save his life. And he came home and said, "I'm gonna fly." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure you are." He spent a week in Oshkosh and he came home and he said, "Mommy, this is what I'm gonna do." And I'm like, okay.
How old was he then?
He was a freshman in high school, so what, 13 years old.
Wow.
And I feel like every day after that, he did nothing but work towards that goal. He never did anything in his life that he didn't put his whole heart into. He played sports and he put his whole heart into that, but at the end of the day and the end of the year and the end of his high school career, he was proud of what he did in sports, but he said, "I'm going to be a pilot." So I remember taking him to his college tour at Indiana State, and the ROTC officer there looking at him and saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket, son. This is a thing you're striving for is very hard to accomplish. There's very few spots, and we don't even know that we'll have one when it comes time for you to be here. Just think outside the box and have an extra plan." And we left there, and he said, "No, I'm going to be a pilot." And he not only did that, but he exceeded it. He was top of his class in everything he did. So he accomplished more in his 24 years of life than most men accomplish in their whole lives. So he's very proud of what he did. Absolutely.
Yeah, he would always let me post stuff about how proud I was of him, but he would never let them post anything.
No, I would put posts on there with a picture or something of accomplishment he had made, and he'd instantly call and he'd say, "Mommy, take that off. You have to take that off." And I said, "Bub, we're just so proud of you." And he was like, "But I'm not any different than any other person. I'm just doing my job. And I need you to take that down." Okay, so we would take it down. But he was so humble at what he did. And Audra's only been in our life for a very short time. I think 3 years tomorrow.
Yep, 3 years tomorrow I met Scott.
But she's in our life forever. She'll always be part of our family, and that'll never change. Scott loved her with his whole heart, and I'm truly blessed that he really found true love when he met Audra. So I thank God every day that he brought her into his life, and then he had the opportunity to do that. And we will take him home to Indiana, and that's where we'll lay him to rest there. But she knows that she's just a short drive away, and she always has home there. The hospitality and the love that this community has shown for us since we've been here and shown for Scott has been overwhelming and so much appreciated. We've asked for nothing, down to going and getting deodorant if we needed it. I mean, we've absolutely had nothing that we could ask for. They've even come to the point of renting houses for our families, and they come in for the memorial or the remembrance ceremony, so that we didn't have to worry about lodging. So it's overwhelmingly amazing what this town has done for us since we've been here.
Yeah, I think Scott would be really annoyed with me if I didn't tell people to live like he lived. If he wanted to do something, he did it. He didn't hold back at all. And he was always positive no matter what was going, which I think is the one way we're holding up right now. I honestly don't know how. And any time that I would cry or any time that I'd be upset, he would always be like, "It's a beautiful day," to smile that big old smile and just be thankful for anything that you can be thankful for. And I know that he would want everyone to live that way.